cloud that we're going to see a real transformation in what intimacy looks like. And I think with the Burberry, the Nespresso, and even the L'Oreal example, we're actually starting to see that new model of intimacy starting to emerge even now. Let me give you, and I know I've only got a few minutes to go, let me give you one last example on the intimacy one. I'll give you one thought leadership example and one confidence example, and then we're going to be out of time. But I want to use an Australian example for now. There's an interesting study. I apologize for the low resolution of this image, but 2013, the Edelman Trust survey, once again, banks and financial services are getting smashed. Obviously, they do a lot better in Australia because of prudential regulation and the Big Five and the capital requirements and everything that goes with that. But this is a pretty big concern for banks for one very specific reason. The first bank account a kid opens these days is not actually with a bank. It's much more likely to be PayPal or an iTunes account. And increasingly, if you look at what Amazon's doing, you look at what Google's doing, and I imagine in time you look at what Apple will do as well, you're going to start seeing these transaction platforms, these payment platforms, behave much more like traditional banking products as well. And that's particularly concerning because not only are they getting access to these products much, much earlier, but here's a US survey asking young customers who they would trust to open a more full-service bank account with. And you can see the writing on the wall for some of the major banks around really, really aggressive competition for share from non-traditional competitors. Anyway, I think one of the organizations that's leading a response to this around the world is our very own CBA. CBA in any given calendar year run about 9,000 education workshops for kids, workshops that are ultimately designed to help them make better financial decisions. They start at age 5, go all the way through to age 25. And even though it's a very